to run free. The sun shining, the leaves green, life ahead of you. It is so easy to take it all for granted. With every step, with every bead of sweat pouring down her face, Alyson Pugh most certainly does not take running for granted. This is Alyson, just 1 year earlier.
When I was in a wheelchair, I didn't think I'd be able to run again. Just running, being able to just get up and walk even is just amazing to me, that I was able to overcome that and be able to do the things I once loved to do.
Alyson's remarkable recovery from the devastating effects of a sudden illness that caused inflammation around her spine, leaving her unable to walk, is far more than simply a miracle. The combination of expertise, compassion, determination, and sheer will brought her back.
First, she was holding the ball always, like trying to stay on. And then we would, practice lifting an arm up and raising it up and keeping your balance, and then another arm, and she can go much quicker now.
I can do it easier now. Amber is not just my therapist. She never was, and she knows that. We were friends. She was my motivator. She encouraged me. She always pushed me, and I love that she pushed me further than I think I could go most days. She was the reason that I had a good spirit too.
They want that with you, right?
On a visit to the gym where Alyson rediscovered her ability to walk, she is greeted by the latest innovation in these endeavors, the Zero-G system. Part of the new I Walk Recovery Center at Sheltering Arms, the Zero-G and the Locomat bring 21st century technology to the heart and soul of physical and occupational therapy.
We've really gone to great lengths to make sure that we have the very best technology. We want to make sure that we give our therapists the best tools so they can really provide not just good therapy or even great therapy, but really leading edge therapy, the type of therapy that you would expect at a top 5 hospital in the country. And so we wanted to bring that to the Richmond area.
Does it feel harder?
When it comes to finding the most advanced methods of helping patients find the power to overcome their disabilities, Sheltering Arms is far out in front of the recovery business.
Well, the technology is one thing that makes a big difference, but one of the, I think, the hidden secrets of Sheltering Arms is that we've got an absolutely outstanding group of physicians, nurses, and therapists. And if you look at the credentials of our group of doctors, they're all board certified. I think we perhaps have more nurses at Sheltering Arms with your advanced rehab certification than you'd find in most other rehab hospitals. And our therapists are second to none in the country. We have some therapists with credentials where you'd only find in maybe 1 or 2 other places in Virginia and maybe 10 or 15 places across the country.
Sheltering Arms' ever-expanding continuum of care is helping a young man with cerebral palsy get out on the James and zip through the water. Harris White is finding strength and newfound coordination with a high-tech system that allows Sheltering Arms exercise therapists to measure everything from his gait to his growing strength.
Push it out. Good. You push, Harris.
So what it's checking is an athlete's power quotient. So what we can do is check right leg versus left leg, see if there's any discrepancies. Both legs we can test.
He's always very considerate of my strength, what I can do, what I can't do. I think that in general it's helped me, like with range of motion, it's helped me do stuff that I didn't think I would be able to do.
But I want to show you something, okay?
Could you do that a week ago?
No.
There are many things George Teal could not do just 1 week before wrestling with his 3 dogs in the backyard, or even just taking a refreshing summer walk through the neighborhood. A landscaper with a family history of heart disease, George suffered a devastating stroke just a few weeks earlier. Lying in his hospital bed, he couldn't raise his hand, he couldn't walk and his speech was severely hindered. Then he stepped into the world of Sheltering Arms, high-tech, high-touch rehabilitation. With Alyson Pugh looking on, George found hope where he once felt hopeless. Working with the Zero-G, George quickly began to learn how to walk again. Every day, therapists put George to work with exercises to create repetitive motion in his arm, hand, and his legs. Today, the results of the work with Zero-G and other therapies have George looking toward the future.
Once they harnessed me up and they strapped me in, and I was thinking, oh boy, you know, here we go. You know, watch me dangle like a puppet on a string. But somehow, slowly, they made me walk.
Danny kind of like pep talks me and says, I'll get there. I mean, sometimes I get down and think that I'm not ever gonna get the strength in my leg that I need to like live my life. He kind of talks to me about it. He says one day I'll be able to do all that stuff that I'll need to do in my life.
When I could first move my first toe, it was like the best news in the entire world. They told everybody, everyone came in my room, they were so excited and supportive of me, and that's what really meant a lot to me, and that's what is Sheltering Arms to me.
Knowledge, innovation, experience, compassion. Helping patients find the power to overcome. Sheltering Arms.